Aquarius, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Leo or an Aquarian. How you doing? Or another one. How you doing, Aquarius? So we're back on screen. Steve's hair's grown a little bit. The geezer in the background there is just superimposed, bruv. It is not me, Dave. It ain't. It's just my face on someone. But I've lost a little bit of weight. I've lost about 2 stone. Anyway, how you getting on, Aquarius? So we are going to look into your card reading, but this is going to be different than the normal Rider-Waite. So what it is going to be involving is anybody around your work, your career, your family, even your love life, or even spiritually. But there are so many different cards in this deck. So basically what I'm forming this one off is for things for you to be aware of. And if it really relates to you, then you kind of know. Because there can be a lot of social media stalking kind of energies in this card deck, right? But normally of them are Norman. I'm hearing Norman, Normington, Nigel, Noel's house party. Could be moving house, or it could be in the house. It could be Lulu, but like in the house. So some of you could be in the house, out the house. Could have a Gemini or a Capricorn placement, but you could be in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door. You could be doing a DAW or something around music. Okay, I've also got meditation, guided meditation coming up on the vlog. You might want the vlog. It's below. Aquarius, it's below. It's down below. Take a look at it, bruv. It's called my vlog. It's got loads of esoteric stuff on there about telling you about tarot and weird shit. You might like it. Anyway, so Aquarius. Yeah, so you might be moving house, thinking about moving, okay, at some point. Moving things around, maybe just kind of like, oh, I just fancy having this over here, and maybe like do a bit of feng shui and a bit of all this home stuff. Some of you might be doing bells or sort of like boom, boom, boom. So you might do a lot of meditation, all of that kind of thing. Could be Steve, could be called Steve, Sussy, Sarah, Sandra, Casino. Some of you might be Sharon Stone, or you could be going to a casino quite a lot. Okay, and you might be called Charlotte, but you could also live near a casino and you've got a gambling habit. And you keep going back to the casino and possibly keep gambling and gambling and gambling and gambling. Okay, unless you are the Queen. Excuse me, the Queen's Gambit. Somebody do a gambit, gamble. I just keep hearing gamble, 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 gamble. I'm taking a gamble. Okay, so some of you, there's a huge message here around someone that constantly keeps going back to the roulette wheel. Okay, so they keep going back to, yeah, well, gamble. So anyway, there's just a few messages for you. So Aquarius. So what should Aquarius be aware of, please? Tell me what should Aquarius, of the circumstances that are around Aquarius in their environment, what should they be aware of? Marrying for money. Marrying for money. So it might be a little bit, you might not be able to see it very well, but marrying for money. So it could be someone that did marry for money and now they've got all the money that they want. Okay, so that could be like, if I divorced, I separated, but I got married for money, basically. So this person's fairly wealthy. Okay, now, why you would marry for money, I've got no idea, but I'm also hearing Mary, Marie, Marissa, Melina, Matilda. No, not Matilda, unless you're called Matilda. But definitely M's. Okay, but marrying for money. Let's see, Aquarius. Does that sound like your circumstance, Aquarius, or your ex, or anybody around you? Or the name Andrew, or Andrea, or Ansfield, Mansfield, Manson? Marilyn, really? Marilyn Manson, really? Let's see. Could be joining a cult. Let's see. Well, that would be tarot cards. Somebody here is addicted to money. Okay, this is a Capricorn. There's a Capricorn energy possibly here somewhere. Addicted to money, to finding the perfect partner that I can marry that has success. They have to be successful. They've got to have a lot of money. It's a little bit shallow, right? Some people, though, they're like, no, they've got to have money. If you're constantly thinking that they have got to have money, you'll probably meet someone that doesn't, right? It's not coming from the genuine heart. Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. Let's see. Aquarius. Any messages that you want Aquarius to be aware of in their environment, please? So you got ain't shit. Ain't shit. So you ain't shit. You ain't shit. If you ain't got money, then you might as well just go. I mean, some of you could just be like, you know what, Steve, I've always had jokers that have done nothing but literally just rip me off all the time, and all they're ever after is my money, and that's it. So you might as well piss off because I'm not interested, Dave. So you could be dealing with someone like, listen, unless you've got a pot to piss in, bruv, you might as well go and do one, Dave, because tell it to someone else, Frank. Because quite frankly, if I can be Frank and you can be Mandy, then I don't really care, right? So, oh, Mandy, she left me without a pot to piss in because she took my money. Well, you could have got divorced, and you're like, well, she took fucking everything. She took the lot, you know, and now, look at you now. You ain't shit, right? Now, does that sound like anything that you may have gone through? Am I kind of getting there a little bit? I mean, look at the eye. Could be Laura Felix, but look at the eye. Just look rolling up as if to say, okay. Someone could have one eye. Let's see. Or they did marry for money. Ah, now this could be it. I did marry for money, and I am married, or I am, and Michael, but I am married into money. But this person really ain't shit. They don't bring anything but money. You see, this is where you got to be careful. Money isn't the root of all evil. It's just money. It is literally just money. It isn't the root of all evil. No. Don't start telling yourselves that, right? Because you'll just fucking hate money. You got to have a good relationship with money. But some of you could have got married, okay? But the person spends all of their time concentrating on money and not you, okay? So they're kind of like, bruv, you ain't shit, right? So some of you may have someone around you that is constantly focused on you because of the money that you've got. And some of you could actually be married to a person that has money, and that's the only main concern of Stern and Pucci of the reason why you're with this person is because they have money. That's it. Like, there's no love, there's no respect, there's nothing else. It's just, I have an acquaintance and we're together because you've got stuff to offer me here. Now, it could be anything. Don't forget you can also watch this as Life Path 8 or a Leo. Okay, but it could be someone around you, okay, that basically just uses you for the things that you have, not for what you are. Like, I don't like people. They use me because I can read tarot cards, right? So they're kind of like, well, I can't stand Steve, but his messages are good, but he's a dickhead, right? Which is granted, I am, right? So, right, Eddie, Edmonds, Ed, anybody is Ed, but like, you know, I like what you offer. But I'm not going to give you shit because I don't want to give you anything. I don't want to click on your adverts or anything like that. I don't want to help you out. I just want to take what you've got. Anything like that can be, I'm not really bothered about anything else that you have. I'm just come here to take something and that's it. That's all I want. It's just the thing that you've got. That's it. Okay. So you've kind of got this energy around you of people that might just be using you for the assets of what you may be good at, but that's all they use you for. Okay. So be careful around friends, people like this, so on and so forth, Aquarian. Okay, acquaintances. If you are married and you have got a person and you kind of like, you got married and you kind of had children and all this kind of stuff, then you kind of married into wealth, but this person probably didn't give you a pot to piss in. And after the marriage and after the divorce, pretty much all you ended up with was a raised eyebrow of, is that it? Is that all I get? Right. What about an apology, Dave? Anything like that? No. Money? All right, I'll have your money, but... Right. People, Aquarius. So what else you got? We're not having that one. Cyberbully. Go and watch the Patreon here. Right, we've had that 1,000 times. It's come out on my Patreon on Capricorn readings. Let's see. Any other messages for Aquarius to be aware of, please? For Aquarius to be aware of around their environment. Okay, so you got legal issues. So you got Libra energy here. It's come up. This card has come up 1,000 different times. Legal issues. Okay, so it is more of a Libra. It's like this divorce situation that's gone on from the past. It's kind of like this possibly trying to organise or sort out who's getting what money, who isn't getting money, who is getting money. Now, in one of the readings during the week that could have been a timeless reading, there was a death certificate, and there was the fact that someone that had just been inherited a load of money, and it was to do with a person passing and maybe dying, and they inherited a load of money, but they wasn't giving it to anybody else. They just got a load of money, taken it, and they left out their daughter or their son or one of their siblings, and they'd left it. Okay, so that's over on Patreon. If you want those messages, you'll need my silver or gold tier there. But some of you here, I'm going to go with the storyline of this divorce circumstance, blah, 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 married into money, and now I'm having to go to court because the person's taken me to court and they basically left me without a fucking pot to piss in. No money, no access to my children, or now and again access to my children, Jen, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, and they took everything away from me. They have got my son or my daughter, they got every piece of money, they got a good job, and they got good everything else, but literally now I haven't got a pot to piss in, and all I get is just a thanks and a goodbye. Sound a little bit like a newsreader, right, Aquarius? Let's see. I mean, is that your story here? Let's see. Aquarius, any other messages, please, for Aquarius to be aware of? Please, any messages for Aquarius to be aware of? Okay, so you got facts. Felix and Filofax, or Laura Normington, or you're from Felix, Phalix, or whatever it's called, Phalix. Felix. I keep hearing Felix, or Felixstowe, or Felix, or FedEx, or something like that. I think there's a place in America, right? But no facts, never has the facts, make shit up and lies. So you've got this, which is truth or not telling the truth. The whole truth, so help me God, Steve I. Okay, so you got someone that basically lies. They lie their way in and out of a circumstance. Okay, now obviously if your life is all hunky-dory and rosy, then there you probably need to watch my Patreon, because these are basically going to be stories for people that may not relate to you all, just in case they do, Justice or Libra or Justin. Okay, so you got no facts, never has, made up shit and lies. So basically what I pick up here is just a couple or an ex-couple that have done nothing but destroy each other through their marriage and their commitment that they've had, and they've basically just learned to teach each other to lie to one another because they don't trust. Okay, now that isn't nobody's fault, Aquarius. It's just the fact that you don't trust the person that you was with or are with. Okay, and because you don't, I can assure you if one doesn't trust one, the other one doesn't trust the other. Okay, because distrust is an energy. It's not two separate energies. It's called trust, right? It's called distrust or trust, but it's still one energy. When that's shared between two people, what have you got? Legal issues, ain't shit, and facts. Lies, manipulates, and takes whatever they want whenever they want it. Okay, so, like I said, it might not be on a major scale, but it could literally just be on a person that basically just uses people to get a leg up with things that they want, and then once they've got it, they're really not bothered about relationship. They really don't give you anything else. They're just after your money, and that's it. Just like, I'm after your money. That's it. So be very careful if you have money and you've got people around you that are kind of like, oh, that's shiny and bright. I like what you have about you. Let's do that. But they're really kind of coming up as someone that is basically just making shit up. Okay. So you got just the basic facts. Can you tell me where it hurts? Felix, Felix, facts. Justin, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Let's see. Aquarius. Any other messages for Aquarius to be aware of, please? Ghosting. So this come up in Pisces reading. So you could be dealing with Life Path 3 or a Piscean. Okay. Maybe. Don't have to be. But again, there's Elijah, Aquarium with Pisces in your chart. So this is Lee all day long, bruv. So ain't shit, just ancient shit. It's ancient and moo-moo, bruv. That's what it is. KLF, right? KLF, Might be a KFC fighter, okay? I'm fighting with a bucket of chicken, bruv. I don't want it, Dave. I don't want it. Go on, have the Kentucky. No. Listen, I'm telling you, Aquarius, right? I've been on this Sexander for the last month, right? And I've lost... well, it's 13 pounds in a stone, roughly, I think 12 or 13. So that's 26 pounds I've lost just over a month, okay? I went to Kentucky Fried Chicken, and they do these things called rice boxes. And then we went to McDonald's, and they do a salad box with a piece of chicken, right? Just it's like 320 calories. I've eaten that, and I was bloated. I was like, God, I'm fucking stuffed. And I didn't need to eat anything for another 4 or 5 hours, just for a little bit of lettuce and a salad and a little bit of Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? That's it. about 350 calories, and I was full and bloated for about 4 hours. If you're on a diet, try Saxenda. It's expensive, but my God, does it work. Okay, so anyway, I don't know why I needed to come up with that. I think it was KFC, and like, no, I'm not going to eat that. No, I don't want to eat it. Now, like I said, if you don't know, and you're on a diet, and you can afford it, try Saxenda. Look it up, bruv. It is brilliant. It says what it does on the tin. Well, no, it does. It's got nothing to do with your sex life, but trust me, it makes you like, well, sag, maybe, I don't know, but like, you know, well, in the end. But anyway, so yeah, you got someone that isn't serious about relationship. They're really not serious about you, Aquarian here. They probably just use you for things, and they keep ghosting you. They keep coming in and out and blah, 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 in and out of your life, and so on and so forth. And you're kind of like, you know what? I'm an Aquarian. I don't give a shit, Dave. I really don't. I don't, Dave. I don't give a shit. So, you know, good for you, Aquarius. But you need to stop communicating with this person, because they're probably putting more negative energy into your mind. What you manifest isn't from your head, it's from your heart. This is why I'm doing a guided meditation. I'm going to make you imagine that your heart is like a balloon. Close your eyes. Okay, close your eyes, Aquarius. Okay. Okay, now imagine that your heart, okay, feel yourself breathing in and out, okay? But imagine that your heart is a balloon, okay? And that the more that you breathe out, your balloon or your heart expands out. In, keep it there, out, okay? And then start to imagine that that balloon is actually light. It's a gamma ray, okay? It is kind of like an energy field, okay? And you're blowing this energy field out and expanding it, okay? And then make sure that you feel really good as you're doing it, and that you're concentrating on this energy going out from your heart, not from your head. You got to think of clear space and nothing, okay? As if you're blowing up your heart space in energy, okay? That energy field carries a frequency. That frequency, when you go cold and you're excited, and you feel that energy growing, you can just imagine then all of the things that it's going to attract, okay? So if you want all of that sort of stuff, then you'll need to go over to my vlog, okay? You can find that link provided below. It will be done in the form of meditation, okay? So at some point, because I've been doing the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords, real life stories about tarot cards, okay? Interesting facts, okay? So there'll be quite a lot of them. But anyway, there you go. So if you want your weekly reading involves the same set of cards, done and then clarified by the Rider-Waite. And then we look at, so there's a story through that, a story about the numerology and the people that it might be involving and what star signs or numerology that they are, that's coming through with that vibe. Then I do the story from the Rider-Waite that's clarified, of saying, okay, your love life looks through the Rider-Waite deck like this. And then we do the In the Shadows, and the messages of stuff that they're also telling you, and then clarify those with the Rider-Waite and tell you if it kind of matching up or if it isn't, or if it's a different reading, and then also the story from the Rider-Waite. Okay, so you're getting like quite a few stories all in one. Okay, so there you go. That's what you get over on Patreon, but you'll need a silver or gold tier. You can find that link provided below with everything else, and also the deal that I'm doing around half-price tarot card readings. Okay, so you'll need to follow the email. Okay, all right, guys. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.